rock it like rocket fuel.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that like that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the Jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my Jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Yeah. Run up and up his magic. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This is taken at his 4. It he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
He's 18. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there,
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And his first pass is incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Mike, 54. It's a party now.
Rodgers now throwing again. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So now an early third and 10 here on their opening drive. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now an early third and 10 here on their opening drive.
Hey, come on, no, come on, no.
Right there, 54.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a first and 10 at their own 21. The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On second down now, it's Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man. It's the rookie, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 right at the 40. On play action, it's Wentz. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And an Eagle first down.
Here we go. 120. Check.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
There we go. Pac-Man. Waiting.
Tight ends on the loosey. Tight ends on the loosey.
Now on 2nd and 16. Wentz, and this is incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie.
Check 91. 91 is the mic. Mike 91.
Bring in the punch.
On play action, Wentz. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They'll run it with Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
It's 3rd down and 6.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Hey, watch that.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Go, go.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
Flip again.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards, first down, Packers. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up.
Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Steps away to his left. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Look again.
On second down, it's Williams. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think I like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Hey, check Mike. Get up.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now a play fake. Wentz. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. 16 yards, a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's... And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Get in the weight room. Jim. Mike's 54. Mike's 50.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw is Wentz. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Here we go, back man. Check 91. 91 is the Mike. Man 5-7.
Play action. Now Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep for Adams. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. He's at the 30, 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Past the 20. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
Go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Give the sack to Blake Martinez.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Rodgers. Forced out to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Rodgers now to throw. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Rodgers now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. 23 yards, the final tally.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it, or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. On second down, Williams. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Over. Field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. 47's the mic. 47's. Buzz. We're doing it.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line.
Lefty. Let's put that team on the bus. Check 4, Tokyo. Hey, wahoo. Go. Check 43, 25. Check 25. Come on now. Let's go.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 1-yard line.
Here we go.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Hey, dude. Mike 91. Bring it. 91.
In his own end zone, it's Wentz. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Great start to the second quarter, better than 30 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Wentz. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
On play action, they'll throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That sack came from the corner. On the corner blitz, it was Josh Jackson.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they are silly, and it leads to a play action sack.
At their own 33-yard line.
Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career, and he's going to need another one right now. Throwing now is Rodgers, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers lets this one rip toward Graham. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
To throw, it's Wentz. Jones has it. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Least line 2, least line 2.
They'll go again to Jones. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
91 is the mark.
37.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. It's caught. Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
I know you feel that.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Hey, Delta.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Shotgun now for Wentz. And Jones has it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now Jones. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment